Okay, so one other thing that I was looking at that is kind of a big deal, besides all the division that they're spiking with saying that there was an illegitimate president and all this and that many years ago leading up, they're furthering all of this by pushing all of their insane ideologies. And one of the things that have made a really big push while Trump was in his office and before Trump was in office, and it's just like started spiking and getting so much worse while he was in office, is anything and everything to do with race. And I got a couple of racy kind of things in here. It's not exactly racist unless you're white, I guess. It's racist to white people, and it's basically sowing distrust and instigating issues towards white people. But it's okay because white people are the demons, apparently. Now, this was an article written, I think, by the New York Times, and Fox News picked it up and started talking about it.
We ran an op-ed from a yeshiva university law professor, and the topic was, can my children be friends with white people? And here's a passage from it. Donald Trump's election has made it clear that I will teach my boys the lessons generations old, one that I, for the most part, nearly escaped. I will teach them to be cautious, I will teach them suspicion, and I will teach them distrust. Much sooner than I thought I would. I will have to discuss with my boys whether they can truly be friends with white people.
When I was reading that, I didn't even believe it. I had to check it multiple times because he is literally teaching his child to be racist.
See, when you do stuff like this and you teach your children to be wary of a certain skin-colored person, that is, in fact, racism. And the clearest definition of racism itself is basically seeing any other race as superior or inferior to another. That is classic racism. But now we have this new age racism where everyone team up against the white people because the white people are blanco demons. Now this is a thing on Facebook I ran into. I heard about it, kind of forgot about it. I meant to look into it, I never did. Now these guys, they have a few different videos, but dear white parents. One of the things that I was looking into was I was looking at their posts, and all their posts are pretty intense. They're basically wanting racism.
Means to have white privilege.
What is racism and what do you think about it?
Talk to young children about what racism is, giving them the language to understand it. They can be disruptors. They can shape and shift culture.
We may not always know the answer, but we'll try and help you learn.
You don't have to have all the answers, but that doesn't mean we can't start. Children, whether you've taught them to be mean or not, are making sense of the world around them. What's beautiful and what's not, who gets to be a certain role and who doesn't. If we aren't the ones teaching them, then who or what is?
A school system teaching them ideologies and this and that. Is this the same one that I just watched?
Have you ever seen somebody treated unfairly because of the color of their skin?
Do you guys know what it means to have white privilege?
What is racism and what do you think?
Do you know what it means to have white privilege? Let's look at some of their posts. So yeah, no, this is when you get into these ideologies and you start doing this kind of stuff and you're constantly talking about this. The one thing that you don't understand is you're promoting racism. You're shedding light on it, and you're making it more of a deal than it needs to be. You stop talking about it, and it'll go away, and it's not going to be that much of an issue. When you keep instigating and calling for racism, you're going to have, guess what? Racism. So I got a million talks. Oh, look, some people are angry about it. Well, I'm sorry. Like, if I hadn't read into this as much as I have, and from other sources and other means that are like this, I would have thought that this was like some kind of a troll page and that they were just trolling people. I swear to God, what I would have thought.